I know what I'm working towards, I think. So as long as it's fun and feels like rock and roll but honors country music, then I'm good with that. So. For me, bluegrass was such a way of release, and it was a reminder of home and of things and of stories that I was told as a kid were played out in my head through music for the first time. I saw it like a movie. Now what I do is like country, honky-tonk, classic country music. So I think my influences are that of kind of Loretta Lynn and Kitty Wells and Johnny Cash, and that steady shuffle beat, and the pedal steel, and I'm really inspired by how classic country music incorporates like irony and sincerity at the same time. You can make a joke but be really sincere with the hook. So I came into music really backwards. I didn't really grow up with country music in my house at all. My saving grace was being able to go over to my grandparents' house because my grandpa used to sing Hank Williams and George Jones all around the house, and we would watch reruns of Hee Haw every time I'd go over. And I didn't really start singing until I was like 18, and that was mostly because I didn't think I could. I didn't think I was that good. My whole world opened up. All of a sudden I found my passion. But in Kentucky, you can't just kind of be a songwriter. Like, you really got to get your music out there. And for me, the best thing to do, I thought, was to try to put out some of those songs. And that's how I started really playing at these random bars in like downtown Lexington. People were really getting into it. But yeah, for me, I've always loved music, and I've always said, I was a student first, and then I was a fan, and then I've tried to be a songwriter, but I'm first a student of these greats who I've rediscovered and rediscovered and rediscovered all the last, 10, 12 years. These incredible artists who can describe exactly what you're going through and plop you right in the middle of the dialogue that's happening between the characters. And I was just obsessed with the storytelling. I had put out this EP with 6 or 7 songs on it, and those were really all the songs I'd written. And I was like, all right, Abby, if this is what you want to do with your life, you got to put time into it. So I decided to move to my family farm up in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, just really to go on this journey of writing songs by myself, to connect back with my roots, with what makes Kentucky Kentucky, and what makes my music and what makes my writing come out of Kentucky in this way. And for me, Appalachia and the stories of trials and heartbreak and coal mining, that really connects with the roots of country music. These daily activities happening through hardship, and there's equal part pain and equal part joy at the same time. You work hard for what you have, and you thank God for what you have, and you dance and you celebrate all at the same time. Those things happen in the day-to-day. Find that part in me too, what really makes me me? What makes me me? Is it land? Is it what I do? Is it the music I make? And what can I do sonically to tell the stories of my life, So I didn't want my sound to be watered or influenced by anything else other than that, narrative. There's this energy that comes from a room, and it feels like you just you take it, you just pick it up, and to me, I feel like it's my responsibility to give it back tenfold. You just cycle it back with that energy, because people come to shows for so many reasons, whether it's to forget about what's going on at home, or to remember why they love somebody, or just to have a good time. People are there really to participate in this moment and have a good time doing it. And so it's always been important to me to give that back to the people that show up and pay to come to shows, and there's nothing better than that high and that adrenaline rush as you're getting on stage. The people here are really into what's going on and have been so graceful to me and to my band, and that's really the best part about doing this, is doing it with friends. We're all singing the songs together, you know, it's not just me, and that's a really humbling experience for me, no matter the size of the crowd. I've made it a responsibility and, you know, a goal for myself to make my shows as interactive and as purposeful as possible, you know, and it's a really overwhelming and humbling experience, and I can't get enough of it, so yeah.